The other factor is interest rate. So this is where we've seen a reverse of interest rates between the NPP time and NDC time. If you notice, in the NPP era, interest rate was rather going up. And in the NDC era, they have taken a certain action both on the open market operation by the central bank and then the treasury bill aspect by the Minister of Finance to make sure that interest rate comes down. So that is why you have seen the treasury bill rate has moved from the 23% in last year, 2024, and now hovering around 15%. So this is a policy, a government policy decision that they have taken. So if Dr. Bawumia wants an answer, I'm using theory. I'm just addressing.
Right.
One of them is that is the monetary policy theory that they have used to address the interest rate. And when you have a country where your interest rate is dropping, the impact is that yours in the form of exchange rates, your currency will appreciate. We did not see that in the NPP era. Then the other aspect is income levels. Inflation will have a major impact on the income levels of the people who live within your country. We noticed that in the NPP era, inflation was very high, so income levels were weakened.
Right.
You have noticed that within the last 4 months, income levels, inflation is going down, and income levels are seen relatively strengthening. It's very small, but it's a strengthening. So this is one of the major factors. Then the most important factor, the other two, is the one to me, which I've seen is a major policy, is government control. When we say government control includes expenditure patterns. So we noticed in the NPP era, remember, there were a lot of scholars telling the government to reduce expenditure. That is the control. They were not controlling the expenditure, and now we are seeing that the government is not spending, which is a policy they have decided to take, not to take a certain action, and it's strengthening the cedi. So we have to wait a little bit when they start to spend.
But in terms of the expenditure bits, I mean, government cannot continue not to spend, especially when you have campaign promises that you need to meet. And so...
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that we have to wait to see the impact of when government start to spend. So that is one aspect of government control. Government control is also a policy decision on how they use the central bank to intervene in the market, in forex market. We've noticed that the central bank within the last 4 months has pushed a lot of foreign currency into the economy, so which is a government policy they have decided to do. And it's one of the reasons why there is more supply of foreign currency in the market and causing a reduction. I talked about the open market operation of the central bank. They have used a policy to make sure that lending to the central bank gives you a higher interest in a shorter period than to go and buy treasury bill. So which is an important government policy on government control. And in that way, they are trying to use it to have an impact on inflation, interest rate, and also how the government